losses, my nigga. That shit
You
changed my
niggas can't
life.
walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you.
I'm about halfway from nowhere, and I know what I gotta do. I'm about peace that's unfolding, and I just need God to come through. I need love, I need patience. Take me back to the basics. I just need one more shot at living. I just need one more shot like Pippin.
You niggas can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you.
You are now listening to Barco Boys.
Yo, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Top of the tizop to the people. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up?
Hey, good morning, everybody, man. Get on up. Y'all already know what it is. Still the same sub G. I'd like to say hello to everybody out there today. I want to take advantage of this moment while I got some silence right now. I want to go ahead and apologize on behalf of myself, on behalf of the show that I'm a part of. So apologize to anybody and everybody in the chat that follow us, that likes us, that subscribes to us, that comments, watches the show, give us any type of feedback about yesterday. I want to apologize for my personal performance, I guess. I mean, I gave my opinion about something and I felt like it went to a whole nother direction. I left the show for a brief moment. I'm letting y'all know that I apologize once again because I've made several mistakes on this show. And it is what it is. I thank y'all for coming back again today and getting some more of this raw entertainment. Peace.
Yo, it's cold as hell out here today. I'm outside with it, but we live, man. Good morning to the people, man. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
I'm gonna say what's up to everybody, man. Let me see who's in the chat today, man. What up? What
Got
up?
the
What up?
people
What
in the
up,
chat,
Travis
man.
Benjamin? Good morning, Trav. Good morning, Natalie Williams. Good morning, L. Benton. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for holding us down yesterday, L. Benton. That was an amazing job. Thanks for
Big
staying.
shout out to Albert. Big shout out.
Huge
Big
shout
shout
out.
out. Really appreciate you.
Big shout out Natalie Haywood every day, all day, coming back to join us again. What up, Kim Lee, Aaron Sanders, Trelly Trail was good coming off that weekend. I know it was rough, my boy, but it's good to see you back. Travis McClary, what up, Travis? Taurus, I apologize.
Stories, yeah.
Service, my bad. Thanks for keep on coming back, my brother. I know me and you had a little one and two one time, but that was all good. It was good for the show. Appreciate you, Deucey. What's good, Deucey? Thanks for coming back again. We appreciate you. I think I might have missed the name. That's pretty much everybody. And shout out to Uncle Will from yesterday. I didn't even know who you was till yesterday. E. Kim and Fly explained to me who you were. I like that studio look that you had, that picture out there. I think you were in that Denver, E said. Big shout out to you and thanks for everything that you had to say about the show, man. Thank y'all for coming back again.
What's
Good
good,
morning.
Uncle Tony? Good morning, good morning, good morning.
All we got is
Hey,
family. Yeah, we got some folks out here that's still family. Good morning, Pops.
nah, we still building, man. Everybody that's a part of the Band of Brothers family, Barcode family, man. We appreciate y'all. We love and appreciate y'all. Hey, hey, sub, real quick. Yo, I'm kind of upset about what's going on in Cleveland, man. I know
Yeah,
we're gonna talk. I want to talk about it on the sports desk, but I couldn't let it pass, man. I see everybody's talking about it, man. Yeah, Shador's being railroaded, man. I truly think he's being railroaded, man. After seeing the comments the head coach had about him, man, it just kind of threw me off for him to say that he doesn't even know if Shador is the second string quarterback, bro. Is that not insane?
yeah, that's definitely disrespectful. Especially with what's left on the roster, right? I feel like Stefanski, is that his name? Stefanski? What is his name out there, Cleveland? Whatever the Cleveland head coach name is, man. I believe it's obvious that he did not even want to draft Shador Sanders. You know what I'm saying? So ownership, the GM, somebody forced their hand to make sure they drafted Shador Sanders, and now he don't even want the man to be considered the backup quarterback. and that's bad. I personally still feel how I feel about Shador. I don't want to see him on the field until he's ready. Some people may think he's ready. He can get out there and prove me 1,000% wrong. But at this point, with Dylan Gabriel starting, he definitely at least needs to be the backup. And if Dylan Gabriel, go ahead.
My bad.
No, you go ahead.
I don't think they playing with him. I think the whole plan was to have Shador as the starter. This is what I think they're doing. If you put him at the backup, right? Dylan Gabriel is the starter. If you put him at the backup, if something happened to Dylan Gabriel, you got to come in and play Dylan Gabriel playing. Right? But if I put you at the third string, we could put the second string in, he'll play your plan, and the next game, you'll be starting. I'm hearing a lot of people around the league say the same sentiment, like the guys that play. Like Shador don't want to be the second. Y'all keep saying be the backup. He want to be the third string because if something should happen to Dylan Gabriel and he have to go in the game, he gonna be in there looking bad because he's playing Dylan Gabriel game plan. So you put the backup in, and the very next game you get Shador ready, and he'll come in as the starter. But it's looking like however they're gonna do it.
That's like I said. That's definitely a different twist on it. I hope that's the case. I mean, that's different.
They only got 2 quarterbacks on the depth chart, right?
No, they got 3.
Yeah, they
got another quarterback.
Yeah, they got another quarterback. I forget his name.
Well, they pulled him up from the practice squad.
From the practice squad. Yep. Exactly where they pulled him from.
Now I'm confused. I'm way confused now because the coach was confused in the interview.
They got Bailey Zappi out there. If y'all remember him.
Who is that?
Bailey Zappi.
Yeah,
that is.
But you know the thing too, Stop.
Yeah.
Real quick, because I guess we all good, right? Another thing though, I think Stefanski is like really out here playing for his job. He like coaching for his job for real.
Yeah, that's
how long you gonna be there with that type of defense? You had that type of defense for like the last 3 years.
That's funny.
Your defense has been on power for the last 3 years with no offense.
So basically, you think he can't fuck? He's trying not to fuck this up. Yeah,
he can't fuck this up. I think they're gonna give Dylan Gabriel his 4 games because the owner wanted Shador, not Stefanski. Gonna give Gabriel his 4 games, and depending on how he do, they might give him 5. But I
think he looked in his first game?
I think he looked good the first half. I think it was like
what grade are you giving him? What grade are you giving him?
I give him a C.
I was about to say I'd probably give him like a C+, C. Because the first half he looked sharp.
Yeah, he looked sharp. Second half, they figured him out.
3 for 15 on third down is nasty. 3 for 15 on third down is nasty. On top of, it looked like he played the check down game. It seemed like he was game managed the entire game. It seemed like he played the check down game. He was 3 for 15. You know who he remind me of? He remind me of a Mark Sanchez. He remind me of a Mark Sanchez. When Sanchez came to the Jets, they game managed them. They kind of they managed Sanchez to a point that Sanchez just wasn't a good quarterback, bro. He was regular. He was okay. I
was gonna say, Fly. I thought they was gonna game manage Dylan. His first few plays, I'm like, yeah, they're about to game manage him. Then I started seeing him try to make some passes. I said, no, they trying to let him play his game. You could tell they tried to tailor fit the game around his so-called game. You know what I'm saying? But I think around the bye week is when we get to see Shador Sanders, man. Hey, listen, Six, we are family. I got all my brothers with me, man. It's all good.
Hey, check it out.
Yeah, I just had to.
I, Pittsburgh Steelers fan, understand what it's like to have a great defense and no offense.
Come on, you know man. I mean?
Last year was disgusting to me. We had Justin Fields sitting at 4-2, and because I really feel like because Russell Wilson presented so much star power, being married to Ciara and all those other things, we had to put him in. I still don't understand why we didn't give Justin a fair shot. in Pittsburgh with that defense and him being 4-2 and learning that offense.
The way I'm looking at him now, so like even though Aaron Rodgers is doing good, boy, if y'all had that boy now, man, because he look good, yo. That nigga ain't throwing an interception if I'm not mistaken.
He has not thrown one interception.
Yo,
He's got a lot of touchdowns. I don't know why the Jets have not won yet, truthfully, because they got
That
Brees
defense
Hall.
taking it up.
Brees Hall, one of the best running backs in the league. They got Garrett Wilson, definitely top 5, top 10 at worst wide receiver in the league. They got that new tight end. I forget his name offhand, but he's out there doing good things. What's the problem? Like, is it the coach?
I don't want to say the coach, but I it be seeming like it's coming down to them last few plays of the game. Like, you know what I'm saying, with them losing, and I'm like,
But because every game is winnable. Every
like
game
they
is
can't get
winnable.
over the
Well,
hump.
been in every game except I think maybe one, if that.
And I want to say this. I want to say one play was a killer play for the whole season so far. It seemed like that fumble that caused them the game. Who y'all was playing? Fly. He fumbled the ball, and they went right
Was it
back.
Pittsburgh? It wasn't
It
Pittsburgh.
was Pittsburgh. They fumbled the ball. They fumbled the ball, and y'all ended up scoring.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
But after that game with Pittsburgh, it seemed like they can't get over the hump. Get past
How much
that
I
loss
like
to
Aaron
Pittsburgh.
Glenn. How much I like Aaron Glenn. I don't know. I don't know if Aaron Glenn the man for the job, man. I think
I
it's.
like his attitude.
I like him. Let's be clear. I like him. Let's be clear. Everybody's not a head coach. Let's be totally clear on that.
Like the D coordinator.
Yeah, he might just be a good deep coordinator. He
Like
might just be a great deep coordinator.
what was my man's name? Salih?
Like Salah that came from 49ers. Yeah, well, he back at the 49ers. Hey, what he is now? Is he a deep coordinator?
Hey, Fly, we knew it. We let go. Come here, boy. Get back on over here. Get your ass back over here, man.
Yeah.
You know where you belong.
Yeah.
I didn't like him as a coach, though, Fly. I'm like, yo, don't even look right seeing him as a head coach.
Everybody not a head coach, you know what I'm saying? I think at this point, you know, with the way the league is, they just trying things, bro. They just trying to figure out some new coaches, trying to get some new coaches acclimated. Don't get them Mr. Screw because there's some young coaches that's really good. Look at the Eagles. I like the Miami coach. You know what I mean? It's some coaches that are really good. You know what I'm saying?
He's an offensive coordinator. The dude for Mike McDaniels or whatever his name is in Miami, he is a true offensive coordinator.
I like the guy.
Yeah,
I like him.
Sometimes it be the system. What you said? Sometimes it be the system. Look at Daniel Jones. He up in Indy.
Not sometimes it's the system. That's a true fact. I really believe that.
I'm gonna say this about Daniel Jones too, because now that I'm paying attention, I'm not gonna say he ain't played nobody because he kicking up. He definitely kicking up, and I would say MVP Daniel Jones. But I want to see him. I want to see him play with somebody. It's out of 2 people right now that I see. It's out of really like 2 people that I see right now, and Daniel Jones is one of them.
Well, let's be clear about something. There's another person on this team that might be the MVP. It might be why he's looking so good. That man's name is Jonathan Taylor. Come on, man. That is rushing at I don't know if y'all paying attention to him coming out that backfield. He's scoring a touchdown or 2 every week. And he running for 100 yards here, 100 yards there. That's when you got a good running back like that ain't turning the football over. Man, it's hard to lose a football game.
Hey Mo, that's the main thing. He said Brees Hall is not that guy. Fields can only pass in garbage time. He also said no continuity.
No continuity.
Continuity. Whatever. With the Jets, offense sucks. Continuity.
Hey, come on, Mo. Don't do us like that, man. We damn near averaging 20-something points a game. Don't just do us like that. You know what I mean? The offense is putting it together, but the defense can't allow people to score 30 points every game.
Yes.
40 points a game. Like, we can't allow that type of shit, bro.
Come on, Fly. That 30 points, though, but because of them turnovers on the wrong side of the field. So you can't really hold that against the defense as much. That's what we was having a problem with, too. Like, we putting up 30. They put 30 on our defense, but the offense turning the ball over on the wrong side of the 50-yard line.
Yeah, we got to figure it out, man. We got to figure it out. We stink, bro. I ain't even going to lie to you, man. I'm a diehard Jet fan, man, since day one.
I agree with you with that, Mo. I'm not gonna say Brees Hall not that guy. I think he got the potential.
I think he the real
I
deal, bro.
I just think he needs to really step it up. I don't know if he's stepping it up or if he's not getting what he's supposed to get, or
And
he need to step it up though, because I think the team needs to operate through him.
and while we on it, man, speaking of New York Sink teams, man, I just want to say rest in peace to the 2025 New York Yankees.
It's
Uh,
over.
we
Yeah,
went
man,
out
they got
bad
some
last
man.
night, man. We went out bad. It was a real sad game. We didn't
Yo,
even put up a fight last night, man.
was the Royals that good though?
It's the Blue
Blue
Jays. The
Jays,
Blue
Blue Jays. I
Jays.
meant to say
I mean,
Blue
they was the
Jays.
number one team in all of American League. So I got it lining up to be the Dodgers and the Blue Jays in
When
the
they
World
beat
Series.
y'all that first game, bro.
Man, they whooped us like we stole something, man.
I say, what the hell? I don't never see nobody beat on no Yankees like that.
Yeah, man. Our bats went to sleep. Our pitching staff couldn't pitch. Rest in peace to this year's Yankees team, man. We'll be back next year, man. Hopefully, I don't know, man. We was trash.
Yeah, back to the drawing board. And Mike's added with the RIP, man.
I was
I,
just
I
about to
got I
say,
got I got I gotta go to the hometown, man, and say to the legend. I told God this is a hard one. This is actually a hard pill for me to swallow. 'Cause I used to go to this bar a lot,
Oh, his
and
son passed away.
he ain't passed away. Somebody, I mean, they saying he died the same way his father. I'm not gonna say somebody killed him, but he was found hanging in Mexico, and his father was found hanging in Brazil. But his father is Jersey City's own. I used to go to the bar all the time down there and just chill out in the bar sometime down there by Marion. And it's just crazy when I heard this that he was 17 years old. He was fighting and everything. He was fighting just like his father. He was probably down in Mexico in some tournament or something boxing. But they found him hanging, man, in Mexico, man. And I want to know if I don't want to say like I wonder if Arturo Gotti was into it with the cartel or something, yo. Like I really want to know what like how did what was he into, yo? For
damn, it's freezing.
because I'm not gonna say that Arturo. I don't want to say Arturo Gotti killed himself, but that's how they tried to make it seem.
Yeah,
But they also was saying something to do with the female that he was with or something like that.
That
Might
she
have
was
something to do
with
with
the
it.
cartel or something like that, right?
Something like that.
Him
Yeah.
or something like that, right? She was with the cartel. But to see his son 17 ain't got nothing to do with nothing, man. I ain't gonna say he ain't got nothing to do with nothing. He's 17, man. But yeah, man. I don't even know if God he got any more kids. I think he got a daughter.
That might be it right there. I don't even know.
But I
Like,
was looking forward to seeing his son career, man, and how it was gonna jump off, man. But that's a sad situation right there, man. His father, Hall of Fame boxer.
well, hey, E, what is Gotti? Italian? Like, what are they?
The Italians. Arturo, Arturo. Yeah, they are Italians. But he was always in them countries like Brazil, Mexico, Venezuela. He was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he was dealing with cartels and nothing like that, but I wonder. They had all types of conspiracy theories, but she didn't choke him with no belt strap. Arturo Gotti was actually hanging from like the father was hanging like from the steps and like in Brazil somewhere, hanging from like the steps or something, bro. And I ain't see our town really go, what I'm saying, rep Arturo like they were supposed to, man. You know what I'm saying, when he passed, but his son now done passed. I don't even know if his son was living in Jersey City but it's a sad situation, man. So rest in peace to him. So my condolences to the family. Condolences to the family, man. If it ain't one thing, it's another, man. Every time you Fly said something yesterday, man, we get on social media or something. We got on social media and it was like 20,000 things happened. I said, yo, how can I pick something from all the stuff that's going
You
on,
picked the
man?
right. You picked the right stuff though, because I was looking at all of these different things, and I think these were the more important ones, especially that what happened in Cali.
It's just so
I,
much going on,
I thought
yo.
that
And
was
it's like,
crazy.
we living in some hectic times, yo, for real. And I'm not saying this because of presidency or whatever. We just living in some hectic times. If you really open your eyes and pay attention to all the stuff that's going on around, period, it's just a hectic time, for real, man. I warn everybody all
Hell
the
yeah.
time, man. Be cautious, man. Be cautious. Be on point. Be on your P's and Q's, man. And keep your head on a swivel. Man, woman, and child alike, man. Because they want your organs.
Hey man, big shout.
They wanna sex traffic you.
Hey, big shout out to the new viewers that's tuning in, wherever you tuning in from. I see y'all liking, y'all tuning in. But look, like, subscribe, share, get over to the YouTube if you're on the Facebook.
That's why I asked Fred. Fred said, "Is the family still responsible for the debt if you get killed by the cartels?" That's why I'm asking, because you know they said that was the same thing that went on with Bruce Lee. Not that he was into it with the cartels, but he was into it with like Yakuza, I think. You know what I'm saying? And that's why he got whacked. They don't say he got whacked really, and his son ended up dying. But that's why I was asking about hostile environment. I think that song need to be released. But yeah, yo, yeah, yeah. That's why I asked that though, because the cartels don't play that, man. They definitely get your family, especially if it's a debt. And if they tell you something, it's their word. Get your family, and you thinking it's a game, and they catch you, and they say, you know, they get you. You think they got on their word? They were serious. They were serious, man. It be weird stuff now, man. You see on the internet. I'm like, the internet is too raw, man. They got pictures of cartels killing people, all types of stuff. Not even pictures, videos. Dumping people in waters with bricks on their thing, like. So no disrespect to the cartel. I don't want problems. No problem. Me, no problem. Not me. I don't want no problem. I'm just saying, man, Arturo Gotti's son was innocent, man. Y'all could have let the boy get ahead and live his life, man. His father gone. But y'all think, the cartel think stuff like the kids gonna seek revenge for the parents. So get rid of the whole family, man. Like I said, cartel, no problem.
Y'all see me throw these glasses on. I mean, I'm trying to read the comments. A lot of times I don't be glasses on. Okay, I see what y'all talking about. Hey, Tro, man, knock off with the Phillies, man. Y'all ain't going nowhere.
Hey, E, I really didn't know about this Palisades fire, so I kind of looked at the video that you put in. I really didn't even understand what was really happening until I heard the whole get up,
and
man.
Fly was so much I wanted to give you. I said, yo, if I give him all this, Fly, I'm like, what the fuck he doing? Putting all this stuff in the chat. What you want me to pick, E? So I just said, let me just put one video. But yeah, this guy responsible for the biggest fire in California. One person.
What? The one that just happened?
Today, we are announcing the arrest of 29-year-old Jonathan Rinderknecht for igniting a fire that ultimately burned down the Palisades earlier this year, killing 12 people, destroying more than 6,800 structures, both homes and businesses, and damaging over 1,000 more buildings. The complaint unsealed today charges the defendant with destruction of property by means of fire, a felony that carries a mandatory minimum 5-year federal prison sentence and is punishable by up to 20 years in federal prison. The defendant was arrested yesterday on a federal criminal complaint near his Florida residence. The allegations in the affidavit are supported by digital evidence, including the defendant's ChatGPT prompt of a dystopian painting showing in part a burning forest and a crowd fleeing from it. Late last New Year's Eve, Rinderknecht returned to Pacific Palisades after working the evening shift as an Uber driver. Dropping off a passenger in Pacific Palisades, Rinderknecht parked his car and tried and failed to contact a former friend. He exited the car, walked up a nearby trail, took iPhone videos at a nearby hilltop, and listened to a rap song whose music video included objects being lit on fire. The defendant had listened to this song and watched its music video repeatedly in the days leading up to the Lockman fire. 12 minutes into the new year, environmental sensing platforms indicated that a fire had started. It took the defendant several tries to contact 911 to report the fire. He fled the scene in his car, but turned around after passing fire engines driving in the opposite direction to fight the fire. While the Lockman fire burned, the defendant walked up the same trail from earlier that night to watch the fire and firefighters, using his iPhone to take short videos. While the Lockman fire burned, the defendant walked up the same trail from earlier that night to watch the fire and firefighters, using his iPhone to take short videos of the scene. Although firefighters suppressed the blaze, the fire continued to smolder and burn underground within the root structure of the dense vegetation. So that fire started on January 1st, and it smoldered underground for about a week until on January 7th, heavy winds caused this underground fire to surface and spread above ground, causing what became known as the Palisades fire.
Real quick.
Go ahead, D.
Real quick. When y'all hear them say stuff about the evidence and, oh, he went down the hill and he rode his car back up, how long y'all think they had that evidence? It's crazy. It's crazy how they play real quick. And I was talking to the chat, and y'all can answer in a minute, but it's crazy how they play, right? Y'all just heard how much time he facing, right? A 5 minimum, maximum 20 years for 20 dead people.
12.
12 dead people.
Mm-hmm.
Billions of dollars in damage. And we talk about Diddy for 4.5 years and why 4 years and two months. I'm not bringing Diddy into it like that, but I'm saying this is the unfair system we live in. Right?
That's a
When
shame,
we ride
man.
out, we gotta always ride with our people, yo. Like, we gotta pay attention to our people regardless of what, yo, because this is the type of shit that go on. He gonna get the less, right? If he don't have no record,
hold on,
right? If he don't got no record, he's gonna get the less amount of the time. Diddy ain't have no record, and they gave him a maximum penalty. This is what I'm talking.
Okay.
Go ahead, sir.
All right. I'm gonna say this: whether this man was black or white, the law is the law. That's only what you get for 12 people dying. I don't know how that is. I think it was a black person, they'll be saying the same thing. What would they be? Would they change the charges or something? He might get the 20 years, you're saying. I think it's not enough either way. 20 years ain't enough for black,
Is
white.
this not a life sentence?
That's what I'm saying. This technically, to me, I think should be the death penalty by fire. By
arson, absolutely.
But I'm not, like I said with Diddy, I'm not God, so I don't like judging. Whatever the law of the land is, go with the law of the land. But that's insane. That's inhumane. I would have never thought this, man. And as far as what you're saying about the evidence, Kim, I know for a fact they be having evidence for longer than what they let it out because I'm not going to somebody I knew very well died in a hit and run on the highway, right? And then they found the person that hit him a year later on the exact same date, right? But when I spoke to people that kind of knew the situation a little closer, they was like they been knew who did it. They just wanted to make it a big deal that they caught him on the same date that it happened a year ago and all this type of stuff, which was opening my eyes to different things, how the law plays these games. So I definitely think they probably had this information since way months ago, but you also got to make sure you got all your facts and evidence straight before you start putting it out to the people. So that's all I wanted to say as far as that's concerned.
Now that same area where they talking about, right? I don't know. I see somebody put in the chat that he was the fall guy. I don't know if he was the fall guy or not, but in that same area, right? No, he was listening to some type of song, they said.
Yeah, but I'm looking at what Juicy said.
I don't like the fact they mentioned the Uber driver, dog. Uber Steve was a little offended by that, man.
But it was in that same area, the government is putting eco-friendly houses, Like they rearranging that whole area into like a eco-friendly, like a smart neighborhood. Like smartphones, like they building like a new type of neighborhood there. Right? I don't know if that was always the plan, but the way people in California saying it, right? We're hearing the news, people in California saying, yeah, we know what they got going on. They set this up, they set this in play to burn down this whole area so they could take it over and build this little, these apartments and houses and stuff that they want to build right here that's these eco-friendly joints or whatever, but I don't know if that's what it is. But I'm gonna go by the people before I go by the media. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna go by the people that's on the land, that's out there, that's lived there. I've been living here 20 years and this, that, and the third. And then you got this guy, and I didn't want to like really bring Diddy up, but just think about that. I be wanting y'all to think about that and how the judicial system and the court system plays. They had the nerve to just say 5 to a maximum 20 years in prison, but Diddy was facing life. This nigga got 12 bodies. Billions in damage. So people got the right to feel how they want to feel about people. Me, I just be looking at right and wrong in the system. The system is dead wrong. And they dead wrong with this, because they'll put it right in your face and we'll act like, oh, they got him.
Yeah, some people feel like they got over.
I bet it's 4 million people that's like, oh, they got him, and ain't paying attention to what they talking about giving them.
Some people feel like Diddy got over too, though. Now,
hey, E. So, what do you think he possibly face off this? I see he said 5 to 20. You think it's somewhere around a 5 to 10, or possibly more?
I'm gonna say 5 to 7.
That's wild for 12 bodies.
He's not even gonna reach the double-digit numbers. First of all, watch how this die down. This gonna die down. It's not even gonna be a high-profile case. It's not even gonna end up being a high-profile case when this should be the main thing on everybody's TV. Because this shit going on everywhere. It just happened in South Carolina. They just wasn't it a lady that locked up in South Carolina that had the fire down here right after that fire? Right after the Palisades fire, South Carolina went on fire. Then Canada, and then Australia.
Well, Latoya, I think that they kind of proved that this was premeditated through his what they say, chat GBT and all of that. Like he was already kind of planning this.
That's 100% right, L. They're gonna have to prove that, but what they saying with the evidence on the phone, they got him dead in the wrong. So we're gonna see. We heard
because they said he was recording and everything, right?
Yeah, he recorded everything. But they said he went to the bottom of the hill, turned back around behind the fire trucks. If they got all this evidence, they got that nigga dead in the room. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. But if you set a fire, they said that he was planning this. He kept watching. Yo, when y'all go listen to the story, I'm like, yo, this guy's weird, man. A lot of them weird, mass shooters, a lot of these motherfuckers weird, man. But yeah, yo, he just weird, yo. He was sitting around watching stuff with fire every day, like he had a problem with fire or something.
Hey,
it's crazy.
Yeah, he gonna skate, Deucey. That's why they. First of all, when we find out what his charges is, because if they face from 5 to 20, they're not even really giving them manslaughter and murder and all that. We know they're not giving them charges. They just giving them charges for the fire. They're not giving them charges for the bodies, don't seem like. There's no way they doing that. And was that the feds that picked them up, or was that just regular LA police? Did y'all know, or did y'all?
I didn't really pay attention if that was the feds talking or who.
Because I was gonna say it could get a little different for them if that was just LA County, picking them up. The feds may swoop on them, man. We charge you with everything. Hit you with the kit caboodle, man. Everybody that died, even if we found animals.
Surprised the feds ain't pick it up.
I mean, you said his intention to set a massive fire. How about if his intention was just to set a fire and it turned to a massive fire?
Yeah,
You
and
can't
that's what
be
I
in.
think. E.
You can't be in a.
I don't think he intended for that. Let's be clear on that.
Why would you go back and record it?
You think he intended to burn down thousands of infrastructures?
If I want to say the first video
Like
came
I
out,
don't think he thought the
if
fire was going. You know what I mean? Kind of carry that much. The wind carried the fire. That's what they said. The wind carried it.
the way a lot of these cases go, right? And I'm not on his side, or I think he gonna, what I'm saying, skate for real, for real. But the way it play out is like the media is gonna convict him for real, for real. Because people that's watching the media and paying attention to the media and hearing them. Now, when they start crucifying him and doing all that shit. The media is partly to blame for the getting him convicted because the jurors gonna know who he is already. They're gonna know everything about him. What's up, Keith? Yeah, they're gonna know
Keith, what up,
everything
Keith?
about him. But that's why they gotta let you know the lowest number. Fred, they gotta let you know the lowest number. Yeah, 5, anywhere from 5 to the maximum penalty of 20 years.
But I'm gonna say this. Let's see. It just dawned on me. It just dawned on me. It just dawned on me. Um, this goes back to what we be talking about, though, Kim. It's either how you play the system or play the game. He getting over. That's why I feel like, and I know you don't like what I'm about to say next. So don't get on me too hard, my brother.
I ain't even going crazy today. I'm sorry.
That's why I feel like that 50 months for Puffy wasn't enough.
But under what circumstances, though, sir?
Man,
Based on the charges that he got found convicted of, or based off of old stuff?
well, based off of the fact that when we had a conversation 1 or 2 days ago, you broke it down to me why Gene Deal and Jaguar Wright couldn't testify because they had already started saying stuff
Yo, I
before the
gotta stop
trial.
telling this nigga off the show.
Yeah, you educated me. Kim, I learned so much from you, brother. Like you,
I gotta stop telling him stuff off the show, yo.
Listen, you are a lawyer that just ain't get in the courtroom, bro.
All right, so you want me to explain it to the people?
You got to start explaining to the
So
people.
let me explain it to the people.
Go
So
ahead and tell them why Gene Deal and
y'all
Jaguar
be
Wright
y'all be hearing me pop shit all the time, and I be like, not that I'm on Diddy's side. He know how to play he playing the game. You gotta know how to play the game, right? Gene Deal, Jaguar Wright, anybody that slandered Diddy before this case came out, anything they say is incredible. Now, if they said nothing and brought that shit to the lawyer or to the prosecutor, they all would have been on the stand against Diddy. Jaguar Wright, they probably had. They had Gene Deal. Everybody that said something bad about Diddy, they would have used. But when you put it out there, yeah, you can't use public opinion in court. So if you out there talking about and saying all this, they can't even use all that negative shit you said. Yeah, I was with him with Biggie. He said hit the gas. And you can't use none of that shit. Gene Deal testimony ain't no good nowhere. Nowhere. TVD trial, nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So, stuff you talk about out loud that's on camera and recording this and stuff like that, you got to be careful because especially if you plan on being a witness. You know what I'm saying? If you plan on being a witness or something, they can't use you. Your word is no good. Even if it is good and 1,000% valid, it's no good in court.
Moses, what's good, man? Night Shift Stino, what's popping, man? I see you over there on Facebook. Thanks for tuning in. And hey, man, get yourself on over to YouTube if you can, man. Um, you know, like, share, and subscribe on
Hey,
YouTube. It'll help us out tremendously, man. Rapping Boyd Ave. What's up, big dog?
what's up, Mo? Mo? Where you going,
Hey,
Mo?
so
Nice
real
Shift.
quick, man.
Yeah.
How the hell they caught your boy in Atlanta, dog?
Who got caught in Atlanta?
New Orleans to Atlanta. Tonight, a man back behind bars nearly 5 months after breaking out of jail with 9 other inmates. Police arrested convicted killer and escaped inmate Derrick Groves just after 2 o'clock this afternoon. His arrest followed a standoff at this home on Honeysuckle Lane off of Campbellton Road in southwest Atlanta.
You may recall this video right here. Groves was part of one of Louisiana's biggest jailbreaks. 10 inmates escaped on May 16th. And now Groves is the last one to be caught. 11 Alive's Cody Alcorn live right now outside of the Fulton County Jail where Groves was booked just hours ago. Cody?
Ron, Jennifer, the U.S. Marshals say it was a tip into New Orleans Crime Stoppers that led to Derrick Groves being locked up here behind me.
This is Atlanta, baby. You know what's going on.
On Wednesday came the end of the road for Derrick Groves. He'd been running ever since video captured him running out of this jail in New Orleans on May 16th.
I had read about them, and I knew he was the last one they were looking for.
Miss Clements had no idea.
But I had a heart attack, but I didn't know what it was.
Was hiding out right across the street from her home until she stepped out to get the paper.
They was saying, "Man, go back. And okay, I kept running back.
Looking back.
Every time a car came, they would go in the back, and it kept going in. I said, something's going on over there, and I don't know what it is. But I could tell it wasn't right.
Now realizing the person she often spotted
in that room, that first room up there. And he would be looking out that window.
Looking at her, a convicted killer, an escaped inmate who has now rattled this typically quiet neighborhood.
I asked the guy going by, I'm like, what's going on? He's like, we caught the guy. I'm like, what guy? He's like, the last convict from Louisiana. I'm like, excuse me?
Groves gave one final nod to the camera and some last words. On his way back to jail.
Last thing
Yo, I love our elders, yo. I love our elders, yo. She was just so sweet and precious, man.
Yeah, she
said,
nice
I was
lady.
like, Lord, I just love our elders, man. Yo. Sub, say,
hey, Sub, do you know the area? That's what I want to know, Sub. Do you know the area?
When I be
I
telling
figured you
y'all,
knew the area, bro.
Hamilton Road, when I be telling y'all, like, some of the worst areas in Atlanta, dog, Campbellton Road is on that side of town, man. And I mean, they all bad, you know what I'm saying? Some of it is cool, like you just now seen that block right there, no big deal. But hey, man, I don't know what that man was doing, and I wish I'd have seen him. Y'all already know I would have called the police.
We know
the jump.
Uber Steve would have been like,
listen, man. I swear right now, I knew he was gonna be the last one in court.
What they call on Whoop Flop? Sub would have been like, yeah, Derrick Groves. Yeah, yep. I think I seen him. But you know what I wanted to say, yo? I think, for real, the running was over, yo. You see him blowing kisses, smiling. I think sometimes the running be over. Sometimes it's like, yo, what the reward, 50 grand, however much it is. Yo, get that money, yo. Go ahead, turn me in, and it's over. He probably got him a lawyer set up now, or whatever the case may be. He wanted to tell a story. He probably did that within the 6 months. So we probably got a lot that's about to come from him because he got a whole story to tell about his mother and grandmother, with the police, the situation that happened. So, he probably comfortable going to prison right now.
You think a lot of people got arrested along with him just due to the fact that he made it from New Orleans to Atlanta? He probably had a multiple accomplice.
They're not done. First of all, they got the CO first. It was a CO first that got locked up. It was a female CO that was with him. They still couldn't find this dude, though. He got low. Whoever was involved, they're going to be like, depending on how aggravated they are. If they aggravated and they feel like, yo, you know what? Let's make everybody an example. They'll go get everybody, man. Like, they was aggravated in the beginning. That's why so many people was getting locked up. CEOs, this sister, this person house over here. Everybody's getting locked up. They not, mad months done passed now.
We appreciate you, Moses. Thanks for coming on over to YouTube.
They not that stressed about it now.
Yeah. I mean, but I know one thing, Kim. I can't attest to this myself. But anybody that's doing 10 years or more, you think they'll trade them 6 months on the run for getting the extra 5? Yeah.
Yeah, you think so, E?
I think so too, Fly. I think so too. Because them 6 months,
I think I
well,
think I, I think it ultimately depends on who you are. If
Yo,
you
niggas,
able to actually move around, get some help and things like that. One guy was sleeping on the bus stop, bro. Like it was
let me
bad
tell you,
out there. It's bad
yeah,
for some
it's
people,
been,
bro.
it was bad. Some niggas didn't need to run.
Yeah,
Sit
some
your
people
ass
didn't need to
down,
run.
sit your ass down, get your 3 hots in the cut, right? But some people, right? I done seen people right run and you be like, yo, I'm running for real. Like they taking this like a job. This is how this dude was coming. I think like he had a plan coming home. I think you heard how the lady said he was peeking in the window. Like
mm-hmm.
he peeking in the window. She noticed that. She wasn't that curious though to say something weird going on in that house. Right? But if you got an old lady across the street probably watching the house all the time, always got to be at the window, that's a paranoid way of living, man. Like, yo, I can't do this every night, man. But anybody taking that risk, Fly. Anybody taking that risk, Fly. I done seen niggas, yo, listen to this crazy shit. I done seen niggas got their time on their way home, like short timers take that risk. I still take that risk knowing that you escape, they gonna hit you with a few years, man.
It just don't understand. I don't understand why I don't understand the ease because not only do you take that risk, you jam up your girlfriend, you jam up your baby mother, you jam up your sister, you jam up your mother. These jokers is jamming up their grandmothers, bro.
That's the part I don't like, yo. They
That's
got
why
they
I
got
can't
laws
respect
for
it.
people. They got laws for people to make their people turn on them. Like you know what I'm saying? You're accomplice, you know that. You're accessory after the fact, you know that. You
Hmm.
know
Hmm.
they'll make your people turn on you. You understand what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
you know some people just don't go. Like I take the accessory charge. I take the you
Hmm.
know what I'm saying accomplice charge, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then some people will turn on their people. Then you got people that say, "Yo, I ran long enough, yo. We did what we needed to do. We set up the documentary. We got the I hope he did this. I hope he did something like this where he got his shit set up where he making some business moves while he in jail because he gonna sit down for a while.
Yeah,
He's sitting down for a while.
yeah, yeah. Maybe he did, man. Hopefully he did do all that, man. But man, I wish I could see, man. 50,000 sound real good right now, man. Man, I
And
wish he took an Uber or something. I'd be like, yeah, oh, what's up, man?
Keith Williams, Keith
Hey,
Williams,
so you want that 50,000?
and Keith Williams. Keith Williams, man. I advise all civilians, man. All civilians. You know, we can't be saying, you know, we civilians and we walking by the crime every day, right? We walking by the crime every day and we not doing nothing. You're a civilian. This is a community that you saying you want clean, but you ain't saying nothing. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't, you know what I mean? You wait the shit at your front door to start, you know, pointing fingers. You just as guilty as the nigga that's out there doing whatever they doing. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not telling, you know what I'm saying, civilians, y'all got the right to tell. If you niggas in the street, y'all know the rules, man. Y'all
Man,
know the rules, man.
yeah, I get out the streets, man. Get on the grass. I keep telling y'all, man.
Speed, what's good, my brother?
Who that?
It's Donnie Speed, man. Another one of my Fryer brothers, man.
Man, let them know to get on over to YouTube.
Yeah, yeah, we got a lot of people on Facebook
Yeah,
today.
we appreciate coming on Facebook. Don't get it twisted. Shoot, watch us on both Facebook and YouTube. But make sure you're on YouTube too now. Come on now.
Hey, Fred, yeah, that's my brother, man.
Yeah,
That's my
that's why
brother,
some
man.
people taking that risk.
Hey, Fred, man, it's crazy because you say he was convicted for double murder, but it was from the police, right? It's like the police or something. he tapped the police or something?
Which
I
still
don't
says,
know. Nah, that's a
why
good
was
question.
he
I don't know
even
who
in
he
that
killed.
jail? Why was he in that little light facility jail? I have no idea.
Because
Bro, he walked up out of there though, so Joker's walked up out of
from
there.
my understanding, I know he do got 2 bodies, but I thought it was like related to something not doing with his mom's, but it was like from trauma from that. If I'm not mistaken, something with the law. I don't know. If it's not with the law, then shit, he need to sit it down.
Yeah, that 6 months was everything, Fly. Now that I'm thinking about it, that 6 months was everything. Well, I'm
It
talking
had to be so. He made it to Atlanta.
yeah. He probably was having Magic City come back to the house. You know what I mean? I don't know what he had going on out here, but I'm sure he had a good time.
Yo,
Notice they didn't mention nobody else. He was living there with somebody. Somebody else rented out that home. It wasn't him.
if he
That's why
was
I'm like, other people got arrested. We just don't. They didn't say their names. We don't know who the other people
if
are.
if he was smart, if he was smart, he ain't leave that house. That's why he stayed on the run for so long. As he stayed in that window. That was the only streets he saw. He ain't
That
leave
old
that
lady said he
house.
stayed in that window.
Yeah.
Them the
He
only
knew he was
streets.
coming eventually.
Oh yeah, he enjoyed that run. But if I was him, like I said, knowing that you're going to be in jail for life, make something happen from it. You made your name a little popular, right? You got a story to tell. The police killed your grandmother. The police got the death penalty. Police actually still living in the maximum security on death row in Louisiana. I do know that. But you got a story to tell. Tell your story. Tell how you became how you became. What led you to being this way? He got a story. He could get rich right there in jail. Why he doing life?
Just like Monopoly, you can still get paid and they land on your property if you in jail.
Come
You
on,
still get
man.
money.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Just because you're in jail don't mean you can't cover the board, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he seemed like he was low off. This nigga out here kissing the cameras and shit, laughing, smirking at the police. Nigga, you got life, nigga.
He blew a kiss.
I guess he like blow a kiss of that. I did that. He probably think I did that. I see a whole bunch of social media posts. People like, oh man, don't tell me it got it. Oh, Derrick.
I
They
honestly
took
forgot about it. Did we not
they
forget
put
about it? I
The
forgot
funny
about it.
thing is, the funny thing is when we started talking today about the YT dude with the fires, and y'all know, as he Kim all told y'all yesterday, I don't get on the show till about a minute or two before the show starts. The first
yo,
thing that crossed
this nigga, man.
my mind was, yo, I wonder what happened with that dude Derrick Groves, yo. And then y'all pulled it up. So I'm like, well, wow, mental telepathy.
Yo, you understand what I'm saying? Keith, come on, man. You gotta utilize that. Like, yo, if I ain't got nothing going for me, right? Me escaping made my name a little popular, right? Not even a little popular. I was popular all around the country. Nigga, you know what you could do with that? If I sit with 6
Nah,
months,
Keith,
man,
that's
and
big.
come on, man.
That's big. That could be
Come
yo. That could
on,
You
be
know
man.
what?
that book could sell out.
Yo, I just thought about something. I wouldn't have snitched. I would have interviewed.
You'd have went viral.
For the
Yo,
band, no, for the
so,
band of brothers. It ain't about me. See, this show, let me tell y'all something, because me and E. Kim had a talk this morning. I ain't gonna tell you what we talked about, right? This show is bigger than me, right? This is bigger than me. When the brothers first started the show, I seen my cousins doing something, man. And honestly, I thought I was just gonna be a guest star from time to time in the comments watching the show, right? But instead, they was like, yo, son, start coming on the show more often, be a part of the show. And I was like, I heard that, because I always want to do my own thing, but I be lazy sometimes. I be out doing my own thing. It is what it is, right? So I'm on this show every day. I know when I was in Vegas, I had a few episodes I missed and stuff like that, because sometimes Vegas Steve takes over. But I'll tell that story. I'm still waiting for 500 subscribers to tell that story. So until we get there, or somebody donate about 5 racks, I can't tell that story. It's too valuable, right? But anyway, this show is bigger than me. This show bigger than Fly. This show bigger than E. Kim. This show bigger than Scale. Because when I left off the show yesterday, I'm talking about jokers that have been on my phone for years was hitting me up. Yo, son, what are you doing? What do you mean you leaving the show, right? And I'm like, man, forget that show. But I ain't saying forget it. Y'all know what I'm saying. And I'm thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? We got this many followers. We got loyal subscribers. I'm reading the comments. I'm like, yo, if I just got to be upset when he came to do the show every day, or he got to be upset with me, then we just got to get on here and do the show.
I ain't getting upset no more.
Say the same
I got to make sure my doobie ready on the side, man.
But yeah, man, one more time for everybody that follows us, especially the loyal ones that's on here live with us every day. But I tell y'all, there's a lot of people that watch the show later. Everybody can't be on, so they watch it later on. So I was still getting text messages like, "Yo, we glad you came back on the show later on." But man, we thank y'all, man. Go ahead, Tim.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, we love you, nigga. But look, yo, it was so funny, yo. Yesterday, right? And I'm gonna let us go to the next topic because we gotta talk about this. This is real important. They was making Derrick Groves, right? And I seen it. First, I seen the Atlanta cars. I didn't know what was going on. And then I heard the music. It's so hard to say goodbye. I said, yo, who the hell made this meme? And then I see him blowing kisses at the camera and shit. I said,
I seen that one.
Man. I said, oh, they done caught my boy, man. They run around here making memes of our boy, man. And like I said, man, I don't condone killing, man. So that ain't my boy really like that. I don't condone killing, though. I know killers and I've been around killers and I don't condone it, man. Sometimes things get out of hand and things get done, you know what I'm saying? But I don't condone it, man. I wish we could go to hand-to-hand combat, man, and just keep it that way, man.
FYI, Fred Dunham, that is not Bark. Keith Williams is Keith Williams from, I believe, Oklahoma City, a follower from Oklahoma City.
Yeah, he's from Oklahoma.
Again, I thought it was Bark also when I first addressed him.
From Oklahoma City by way of Sacramento or something like California somewhere, right? Am I mistaken?
Yeah, I think so. I think Keith relocated to OKC, if I'm not mistaken. That's what he said.
Yeah, he relocated, yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to know. Yeah. But yeah,
Jersey
man.
City Originals, in case y'all notice my shirts every now and again.
Yeah, y'all need to bring them back. It's crazy stuff that you repping your brand. I'm repping my brand. Paperwork certified. For those that don't know.
Go ahead and promote yours. I'm gonna clear this up because this is technically not my brand. Let me break it down real quick.
Y'all brand.
Well, let me break it down real quick, right? Because I don't even want to even sound like it's partially mine at all. I am the Jersey City representative that was in mind when my cousin E Dolo came up with the concept to have Jersey City Originals. I felt it was dope. It's a very dope product. If you could go on, check it out. You want some merch, go get it, right? But that's not mine. But that's family. And I love my cousin, but Bronx Originals is his line. Jersey City Originals is Lil Cuz.
Okay. All right. I get
it. Hey, Keith, that's our area code too, man.
Hey, Keith, you know it's crazy. I lived out there, brother. I lived in the San Fernando Valley. I might have told you that before, man.
Yeah, we did.
Out there, man. Not originally from there, but we ended up moving out there when we was kids, man. I did some growing up out there, man.
Glad y'all said that. One of our new subscribers is actually from San Fernando Valley. She's now out here in Atlanta. Big shout out to her. Uber Steve is saying hello. Thank you for subscribing, and sharing. And peace. Thanks for joining the team.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man.
Hey, so guys,
go ahead, Fly.
I was about to say, it sounds like they're gonna change the sounds like the Constitution is about to change, but bye.
Absolutely.
Flag burning mob, and we've made it 1 year penalty for inciting riots. We took the freedom of speech away because that's been through the courts, and the court said you have freedom of speech. But what has happened is when they burn a flag, it agitates, and irritates crowds. I've never seen anything like it on both sides, and you end up with riots. So we're going on that basis. We're looking at it from not from the freedom of speech, which I always felt strongly about, but never passed the courts. Flag.
I had to pop back like Jack in the Box, man.
When I started clapping, by the way, let me be clear. I'm not clapping for not having freedom of speech. I'm clapping for changing the Constitution altogether. That's a funny poll. That's a funny picture y'all put up. That's interesting. Y'all.
Hey, E, you heard what he said? He said jail time for inciting a riot. You know what's crazy, bro? My first charge ever was inciting a riot. E. That was my charge, bro.
But y'all gonna see what's going on, yo.
That wasn't my first charge, but I got one.
It's
You
about
got what you said?
Well, I always tell you about it when the riot started at Lincoln High School for Rodney King. I got expelled from the school, had charges and everything. I had to have all types of people come talk up for me to get out of that situation. I lost major scholarships to major colleges over being pro-black. Ain't nobody came back to help me since.
Yo, it's just a lot going on, man. And I'm gonna try not to be as critical of Trump, but we in danger, yo. I know I be sounding like I be being dramatic. We in danger. Him deploying troops to all the Democratic cities, that is preparation. Once they all where they supposed to be at, the next step is gonna be martial law, right? So with them trying to change the Constitution and all this, by the time it's time to vote again, we won't be able to. This is how real this shit is. I be saying this shit, but I'm watching everything with this shit right now. This shit is critical. He just put on his post the other day, a meeting with the guy from Project 2025. The guy from Project 2025 will tell you the whole agenda. You could go to his page and watch it. He'll just tell you the whole agenda, and you hear that shit, you'll be like, what? And then you hear about the Agenda 2030, and you're like, hold up, this can't be real. This is how they setting this shit up. Man. First of all, do y'all know they got money with Trump on it, Donald Trump on it? A coin, a dollar coin with Donald Trump on it, and he's not supposed to be able to get that. No living president is supposed to be able to get their face on a coin living. Trump is definitely the last president. That's what they're trying to make happen.
You think so, E?
I know so.
I mean,
I've been trying to say this
on the show. Why do we need a president?
I've been trying to say this from the longest. You know, my thing is though, being that I'm watching it a lot, I don't know how to articulate it as good as the politicians and all that shit. So I know I be sounding dramatic, right? But it's that dramatic for me that they really doing this shit, right? Why y'all think he giving out them the $5 million, the card, the gold card and all that? That's for the special privileged people. Like, this shit is about to change so dramatic for people. And I wish I could have put this lawyer on here today, the black lawyer, black older lady, man.
You are the lawyer. That's what I want you to start realizing.
She got stopped though, sub. She got stopped in California on the freeway coming from like towards the border in Mexico. But they stopped her and they did her so dirty. She was so hysterical crying. And she was like, yo, I never thought this could happen to me. Right? Being a lawyer. And she's like, I need my people to know. Now she's not saying black people, she's saying everybody. That what's about to take place in the country, it's about to be, he about to make the country way more dangerous than it's ever been. People backs about to go against the wall. Yo, I keep saying we need to find out what we eating. We need to, all this shit is about to change, and it's about to change fast, yo. It's not gonna be a slow place thing.
It's funny, E. Kim said we gotta watch we eat. When I went off camera just now, I had to take my insulin shots. That's what I actually was doing.
I just told your ass that the other day before the argument. The next day we argued.
Man, I wish Sub was in North Carolina. I have his ass working out every day, bro. I promise you. Every time I go to practice, Sub ass to be out there working out with the kids, man.
Yeah, that's what I really need to be around. The kids working out, man.
What's next though is gonna be civil war because Chicago, New Orleans, all these cities are standing up to him. They saying we're not going. The police saying, yo, we can't interfere with ICE and we can't interfere with
Yeah, I
National
was saying
Guard.
that yesterday. Yeah.
We can't interfere with them. But if we come up and there's some crime going on and we come up, we're gonna try. We don't care who it is. We're gonna try to put the calm to the stop the shit. What's about to happen is Trump about to have these motherfuckers going to war with the police in these
I
places.
was just
Why?
about to say that. E, do you see that
This shit
happening?
is it's about to be a civil war.
Let me ask you a
Yo,
question. All right, go ahead. Let's finish.
go ahead, son. You good? You good? Cause this is good segue.
Because here's what I'm talking about, man. I'm not sure if the law-abiding citizens and taxpayers have a problem with whatever's going on with the military and stuff like that coming into these states and into these cities. Because where I live, I can almost guarantee you they're gonna be coming here, but they're not coming here for violent offenders. They probably gonna be coming here for illegals. Because I see a lot of people. I'm not saying they're here legally, but I actually talk to them and I drive them around sometime. Uber Steve be meeting folks that's here until they ain't gonna be here no more. Let me just say that, right? And when they pull up, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If they mistake me for being the Cuban or Dominican or whatever kind of can, and they not seeing me as an American, I'm gonna have to do one of these. I'm gonna go. Hold on, let me finish. I'm gonna go through the processing situation, and God willing, they gonna let me go on home back to my wife and my dog and my kids. Well, I only got one kid at the house, but y'all know what I mean.
This what people need to pay attention to.
Hold on. You see your Albertans? What do you mean there's no such thing as an illegal person? I'm not saying if they in the states illegally, just like we was talking about burning the flag. If you go to another country and you burn their flag, do you know what's gonna happen to you then? If you hit illegally, you hit illegally. I'm sorry, Albertan. I don't think they're illegal people. I just think they're in the United States illegally.
We're not paying attention to them.
Go ahead, E.
They using different people for different tasks. Using ICE for immigration and illegals. National Guards coming in to keep things calm. He bringing the motherfucking military in for the aftershock. This shit is not a game, what he's doing. Why you gotta issue all these military factions? This is not a game, what he's doing. He's showing who's the boss. And if you don't follow suit in these states, we're gonna make you get down or lay down. It's a hostile takeover right now. Right? And he issuing these people for different things. ICE is for immigration. Yeah, ICE going and doing their thing. National Guard. We don't anybody issuing riots. You're going down for a year time for people issuing riots. And the military is coming. Any of you motherfuckers want to act out of pocket. Police, anybody, right? And we can't say they won't have war on American soil. They did it before.
And I know we agree to disagree on this topic. I think that's more so for criminals, and I think there is a such thing as a criminal. And truthfully, unfortunately, I don't support crime. I don't support criminals. Clean up your act and stop doing illegal activities.
That's why I brought up the thing with the lawyers, because she said this shit ain't about illegal people. If you think this shit is about illegal aliens, you're sadly mistaken, right? She's saying this shit is about all of us, right? And I said, yo, maybe she got a point. This shit is about the haves and the have-nots. If you're part of the have-nots, whether you white, black, whoever, you in the way, right? And she said the way they humiliated her and made her feel that this shit is talking to anybody. And I said, wow, I don't. She left. She got out of there. She got out of there probably because she had a law degree or whatever. She was a lawyer or whatever the case may be. But she shouldn't have had to go through that as a black woman.
I would like to see what she went through. I would like to see it.
Because
I feel like anytime somebody is detained, you shouldn't have to go through that. And like I said, I believe that there should be legal action taken against anybody that's detained unlawfully. However, I would like to see all the criminals detained until they understand that crime is not cool on this soil over here.
Remember, I was talking about the roadblocks and shit. This is gonna be the setup for the foreseeable future until they get this shit how they want it. It's gonna be roadblocks, and it's not gonna be places where everybody think. Like we're in North Carolina. I don't think this is a Democratic state. This is gonna be in all the Democratic states. They're about to shake all of them down. All the Democratic states, they trying to turn one way. So when you're all going way, they got the House, they got the what is the Senate? They got the House, they got the Senate, and they got the Supreme Court. They not missing too much more. Once they get what they need, everything gonna fall in order. It's all about structure. They putting their structure in order first.
Pull that back up for me, please, Fly. What Latoria said, that long comment. I wanted to read that.
It's not about citizenship, though, Doozy.
Okay.
Y'all getting it mixed up. They're getting the illegals out of here. Yeah, right. They are getting the illegals out of here. But this shit is not about citizenship and illegals. Y'all about to see,
we're definitely gonna find out. Put like this, Kim, if you are correct, brothers and sisters and people like me gonna find out the hard way. But I
don't want y'all to have to find out the hard way because there's information out there y'all can go see and figure out. You got people rallying about this shit. This shit is real.
Right, but that's your perspective. Now you see how you're saying that? That's how I feel about people giving their life to Jesus Christ. I feel like they shouldn't have to find out the hard way. But when I say it sounds crazy to some people. So I hear what you're saying. I don't agree with it, but I'm glad you put the information out there. So if it is correct, I had every opportunity to do things differently. You see what I'm saying? Fair situation.
Deucey, we all about to have to get chips and shit in us in a minute, man. All about to see, yo. This shit is not made up. What I'm talking about. This is a change into the digital world. Yeah, chips. We probably already got them shits in us. They ain't activated yet. Like this shit is. Listen, man. The mark of the beast. This shit is real, and there's the beast. This shit is real. All the shit we used to hear about back in the day that I didn't think was real. New World Order. I'm like, yo, we're gonna call ourselves NWO, niggas with options. It's so much things, yo, that I heard that I never believed until I got older and starting to be able to do the research myself. Like, this shit really happening?
If that's the case, man, I want to offer anybody and everybody the opportunity to accept Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior, to repent on their sins and get on the right side. Because I just believe in a God that won't let this happen to us.
Maybe that's why that thing hurling through space, right? We don't know what it is, if it's a comet, if it's an alien spaceship, if it's the supreme being coming back. We don't know that they saying it's coming back and it should be here because they talk about this regularly. And you got a Stanford scientist, the head scientist at Stanford saying, yo, we don't know what this thing is, changing colors, it's doing all types of stuff. But maybe that's why. You know what I mean? When shit get crazy, and we already been throwing the world of shit with global warming, and you know what I'm saying, maybe it's time to come back and listen. Y'all ain't being right here. Y'all ain't being right. Got to get rid of you guys one more time, huh?
Keith Williams asked a good question right there, you can.
What he said. So what do you think we should do, E? Besides be aware, be vigilant.
Because I said what I think we should do.
Be aware, be vigilant, pray, right? And also be mindful of what you're being vigilant about, or what you need to be aware of, right? Because a lot of us, we just be, going with the flow, going through the motions, not thinking shit real until it's right there, boom. And it's like, oh, people were saying it, and I didn't believe it. Yeah, well, you got white people telling you, black people telling you, Hispanic people telling you. You got Congress telling you. Trump just said out of his own mouth, we took away freedom of speech. So you got to really watch what you say now. Right? You just had his secretary yesterday slipped up and act like he was glitching on the whatchamacallit by saying Trump was basically a dictator. That everybody in the House already approved of it. We just don't know about it yet. So they telling us these things. We just got to be, they can't hide from God. None of us can hide from God, but they can't either. They can't either. And the plan is with the Project 2025, though, sir, one of the plans is to turn the country or the world kind of into a Christian world. That's in the agenda of Project 25. To turn America into a Christian society. That is one of the plans of Project 25. Yes, it is.
I'm not put like this. I'm not opposed to America being God-fearing and Christian. I am opposed to people being forced to be, though. I will say that. I don't believe in force. That's why I defer. I offer salvation to anybody that would like it. However, I'm also not forcing anybody to listen to nothing that I believe in. I believe in what I believe in is best. However, I know that there's other beliefs out there, and I really don't, I don't want to get into that too much other than this is what I believe. And I'll say this one more time because I got my cousins on here who grew up with my grandmother a lot more than I did back in the day. And I know that my grandmother's last statement, and I'm not saying she was the perfect person, but her last statements were that she wanted to see all of her grandchildren saved, right? So if she wanted her grandchildren saved, then she must want the whole world to be saved if possible. And that's why I offer it. I'm just saying because I spent time.
No, I'm glad you told me that though.
In her later years, you know what I'm saying? I didn't get to as much early on in her life. I wasn't going to church. You know what I'm saying? I was with the Kingdom Hall until I was no longer doing nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? But I felt like them moments I got to spend with grandma was valuable to me and my lifestyle as it is now.
I'm glad you had told me that though. But when you had told me that, I was just thinking to myself, damn, I just wish I could have had a last talk with my grandmother. You know what I'm saying? So I could give her my vision and see if any of these things came across her plate. Like, you know what I'm saying? If she came across any of this stuff. Because she started changing towards her older years. Like I always say, she started wearing out African garb all the time. And you know what I'm saying? She wouldn't tell us if she was into it. Because me personally, who want to say like, yo, I was wrong my whole life? Not saying God is wrong, sir, but the Bible and all, I'm not saying that. But who want to say like the stuff I was told lies, or I was told a lot of lies. And I told y'all, like, who want to say that? You know what I'm saying? I mean,
she never said it was no lies or nothing like that. You ask my dad; he spent the most time with her while she was taking her last breaths. And great grandma also, grandma, she died. Basically died. Her last words was "Thank you, Jesus." That's all she was saying for the final breath that she had was "Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus." Not saying that she had to be right. It's just that we come from that bloodline of prayers that I think has been over us for a long time. And sometimes I think that we discredit it. And I talk to my dad about it all the time. I wish he was more involved. With the show, with the show especially, I thank my dad for coming, commenting and things like that on the show. But I really would like for him to do a little more with the show. Because Uncle Tony, I'm gonna just say Uncle Tony because you got more nephews than sons. I think that your word and you speaking life into us as a group would be more beneficial for us to see the old man that you are, the patriarch of the family that you are, and who you are. So I give you a big shout out for being who you are. I would like for you to be more involved, even though you banned me from New Orleans. But go ahead.
But yeah, I just got different views on it, and I would have liked to talk to her. You know what I'm saying, about it and see what she think about. You know what I'm saying, what I had to say. You know what I mean? Because we used to always talk about me and grandma. I was the one that went to her and said, like, you know, man, I didn't want to go to church no more. I didn't believe, like, can't explain this in the Bible. No, I don't want to do that. That was me. So I would have liked to let her know where I was at in my life and ask her what did she think about some of the things that I had to say. Not, you know. Good. So
I want to address this young man in the comments that's on the screen right now. See, a lot of people don't understand that a lot of slavery was on us. I know y'all don't believe this, man, but we disobeyed God. And it was already written that we would have to go through certain things that we should not have been. At this point and now, when the YT people, the slave owners and stuff like that, was using the Bible to manipulate it, the words in the Bible, that don't mean that the Bible or that words in the Bible were not true. They manipulated. That's why we talk about the missing scriptures, the missing books of the Bible and stuff like that. I believe E. Kim when he says stuff like that because there are things in the Bible that they didn't want us to know. The problem is now that the Negro, since you want to use that word, Mister in the chat, we was brainwashed. So we think that because the people that brainwashed us used this Bible and painted it white so much that the actual Bible is wrong. Let me finish my statement. I got you, Kim. I know that the Bible is of color and of all colors. So I'm not going to sit here and let you think that because they used a Bible to try to manipulate slavery, that that's the only option because that's all you talk about, black men. Go ahead, E. Kim. I'm sorry.
My thing is the Bible, no hate on the Bible, but that's not our spirituality. Black people, they stripped our spirituality from us. They told us that shit was wrong to channel our ancestors and called it voodoo, right? Certain things that they did was not us. Everything that we practice now is from them. Whether it's religion, the Bible, it's from them, right? Ethiopia, the only country that still got the whole full Bible. Why the black folks got to be the one with the whole full Bible?
But they believe in Jesus Christ, just a different name because the name Jesus was an interpretation and change from the original name that it was, which I believe was Yeshua.
Yeah, but the YT people changed the whole narrative. I'm talking to Keith now to fit their agenda, right? And not just them, the people that we respect the most. And I don't want to say the Pope and shit like that, but the Nicene Council, the Vatican. These people are responsible for technology, basically.
Right, but Keith Williams just asked the question. The Bible was not created by YT people. It was manipulated by them. I believe that the Bible started from the beginning of time. And when we talk about church and not church, we are the church as a people to come together and assemble. And that's what I don't think that we do enough. And just for the record, in the word Christianity and Christian, I don't subscribe to that. I don't subscribe to religion.
Good.
I believe I subscribe to myself as being a believer and a follower of Yeshua.
Can I real quick, have we ever heard any? You hear Africans now say they Christian and Muslim. What was the shit they was doing beforehand when they channeled the ancestors and channeled God? We're the ones, black people are the ones that know the astrology, right? Christians didn't believe in astrology. That's why they changed the goddamn calendar. That's why they changed time and changed so much stuff because they didn't believe certain things that the Africans took. But everything that they stole, I mean, there's so much shit about this shit.
But it's still available to us, E. Kim. Like, for example, when I start looking at stuff like Yom Kippur, right? I just be like, man, why these Jays got off on these holidays that ain't American holidays? Then I start realizing that Yom Kippur is actually like the original true New Year.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So we got to do the research for ourselves. And unfortunately, like I said to the dude in the comments, talking about this, that, and the third, I don't believe that any religion is true religion because at the end of the day, all I know true religion is a pair of jeans. And religion is man-made. That's why I'm not talking about religion, Mr. Black Man in the comments. What I'm talking about is getting in touch with the higher power, right? Which I believe to be God, right? God has many names, right? Not many gods, just one God with many names. And I believe that the only way to him is through Christ Jesus. And I believe that. And I'm not going to sit here and argue about my beliefs, and I'm not going to argue you about what you should believe. So I just want to give that little bit right there because you're speaking falsely about what I'm talking about because I'm not talking about religion, young man.
Sir,
Or I should
and
say,
a lot of times, a lot of times, I'd be wanting to say like say Christ Jesus, and I don't subscribe to that stuff. Not saying there's nothing wrong with nobody subscribing to it, but I understand that Christ and Christian and Christ Christus, all that's from Latin. All that's just from Latin. You telling me God wasn't around before then? This is the stuff I be saying. Like Christus, that comes from Latin. Like I get it. Y'all had to rearrange and do all this to make it fit modern times and this, that, and the third, right? But that's not. They changed us completely, yo. They got us so brainwashed. And a lot of our elders been trying to tell us, and we never listened to the elders. They was boring. Like, what are you talking about, man? Whatever, man. God, Jesus Christ, and then you realize it's more than that, yo. Like, and once I start realizing that, I wish so bad, yo, I could talk to Grandma. And I know I'm gonna get a chance to holler at her again.
Prayerfully.
You know what I'm saying? But that might be the best way to do it because the Africans, they challenge. People used to think they was going crazy. Oh, that's voodoo. That's demon worship. And they challenging their ancestors. They channeling their ancestors because one thing we know for certain that we are one with God. We are one with the universe, right? Everything that's running through the universe, water, blood, goddamn dirt, gold, silver, is all in us, right? When our people die, it goes to what? A spirit. So they out here somewhere, right? So if Africans was able to do that, how you gonna tell them they wrong? How you gonna tell them they wrong? How you gonna convince the black man that our people that's devil worship? How you gonna convince us that?
Some of it is, Kim. There's
how
a lot
we know that, sir?
Okay, I just want to make sure because I don't want you just to say that, but that's what I'm trying to explain. Mankind corrupted a lot of things that Jesus died for.
Yo, do we know the capabilities of us? One day I told you, I said, "Sup, you just like Jesus." You said, "No, I'm not." And I said, "You are, brother." You said, "No, I'm not." Yes, you are.
I'm not just like him. But
what I'm saying is, if you go read the book Damn and goddamn Ohio know the name of the book, man. But it's what Christ did between them 12 to 33 years. What he did: study, travel abroad, Egypt, Tibet. He traveled. He did a lot of stuff to learn a lot of stuff, to learn how to meditate, to channel God. You can do these same things. I keep telling us we have something in us that nobody else has in them. And we haven't tapped into that thing yet. All we know is it makes us look beautiful. It's melanin. It makes us look beautiful. It makes us think beautiful. It makes us who we are. But it's a lot more to that melanin that you got in your brain.
I believe that we all can tap into that because I believe that there's a such thing as called an infilling of the Holy Spirit. I don't talk about this type of stuff too much, but I'm glad that I'm doing what I'm doing these days. Going to these spiritual warfare classes and learning different things that I just really am opening my eyes to now. I'm a baby in Christ. I advise you all to get on board. You know, the same way we building bunkers and getting all the ammunition and guns ready. I advise y'all to start loading up spiritually because E. Kim is right about a lot of things. Something coming. I just hope you're on the right side.
I don't think it's gonna be no right side. I think it's gonna be our side and their side. And that's gonna be that. We're gonna be the ones suffering with the chips in us. We're gonna be the ones that's motherfucking they talk about they stopping your car. Oh, you have such and such tickets. You cannot drive the vehicle until you pay such and such. That's why they want the vehicles electric to control everything. So they can control everything.
I don't now getting off of spirituality. If you ain't paying the tickets, pay the ticket. What this I didn't pay my ticket. Oh, $12,500 since I was 18. Well, not since, but over the years of my license being suspended for 18 years, I wound up owing $12,500 to get my driver license back.
And I know we at that time, but think about
I was
this
just about to
scenario.
say.
Think about this set scenario real quick, Fly and Sub. Imagine, right? You in your car, you know, you ain't paid the tickets or whatever the case may be. Your bills is due, you know your money tight, right? And your money is in the system because it's all digital now. And they say, hey, yeah, we done took that money and you can't pay the next bill, which is probably the house or whatever the case may be. And they controlling everything you do. Right? We ain't gonna have no control. These little credit cards and all that fly shit we got. We about to see some real shit, man. We're about to see some real shit. And I love y'all. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all coming out. I was saying this morning I wasn't doing the show no more, but y'all made me love the show again. Right? I love y'all. Love my cousin too. He know that though. That's why we'll go at it back and forth, whatever.
We about to go at it right after the show again.
But listen, I love y'all, man. I'm 1-4 for the Band of Brothers, 1-4 for the Barcode Boys Club Chronicles, 1-4 for the Barcode Boys Sports Desk. I am the Mortal EMS. The Have-Nots mascot. Listen, I seen a few of y'all stragglers over here on Facebook. Uncle Will, I meant to tell your ass too. Get on over there with the peeking ass, man. Get on over there to YouTube, man. Like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Love y'all, man. See y'all tomorrow.
Hey, man. Make sure y'all tuning in, man. Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. That's Eastern Standard Time. Also on Saturdays from 10 a.m. to right around 12 p.m. to get your bets in and stuff like that. Make sure you like. Make sure. Go ahead, Kim. You got something?
Jason just got something for us. I'm glad you said it, Jason. My bad. Our bad, chat. Who you got on the game? God damn, we slipping, fellas.
All right, so I'm going to let it be known right now. After that Eagles loss, they're going to be back to smack up the Giants. Unfortunately, I just can't see the Giants keeping this one close. I just hope that Cam Scatterman will do his thing for my fantasy football. Y'all want to give y'all picks before I finish?
Real quick, if Jackson Duck come out and play like, you know, he can have two good halves, I'm taking the Giants, man. I don't believe in that Eagles D that much.
That's a good point.
Hey, yeah, I'm gonna take the Eagles, but it is some trade talk. AJ Brown, Terrell, we got to talk about it Saturday.
Yes,
yeah, I hope. You know what? I kind of hope the Eagles get smacked up because they talk about AJ Brown coming to the Steelers. So you're ready. I feel. But anyway, I am Steven with the V, and the V stands for victory. Hulk Hogan with the slogan. I ain't even joking. To God be the glory. That's the best part of my story, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Freestyle Friday. Peace.
Hey, Fly Global, Mr. Everywhere You Ain't Never There. You in the Jersey representing the South. Appreciate for having everybody today. We thank y'all. We thank y'all. We thank y'all. We love y'all. Tomorrow, Freestyle Friday. Cash Money versus No Limit. Tomorrow, we'll talk about it. See y'all tomorrow.
Versus is back. A lot of losses, my nigga. That shit
You
changed
niggas
my
can't
life.
walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you.
I'm about halfway from nowhere, and I know what I gotta do. I'm about peace that's unfolding, and I just need God to come through. I need love, I need patience. Take me back to the basics. I just need one more shot at living. I just need one more shot like Pippin.
You niggas can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you.
You are now listening to Barcode Boys.